and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Wilmington Blue Rocks. Leading off tonight, number 22, second baseman, Ramon Torres. Batting second is 11, shortstop, Jeff Lopez. Batting third is 16, center fielder, Lava Starling. Batting in the clear position, 43, first baseman, Frank Schwedale. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, 13, Ziggy Evans. Batting 6, 29, the third baseman, Mauricio Ramos. Batting seventh and catching, 35, Cam Gallagher. Batting eighth is 23, the left fielder, Dominique Taylor. And batting ninth is for the right fielder, Daniel Rocket. On the mound tonight for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, warming up in the bullpen, number 31, right-handed pitcher Luke Farrell. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wilmington Blue Rocks. And ladies and gentlemen, here performing their rendition of our national anthem, please welcome the Independent School third grade.
Hi and welcome here to, I'm going to introduce this guy, spread over me say, this is Chris Kemple with the Wilmington Blue Rocks at Farley Stadium. I mean, it's opening day. I mean, you've got to be excited. I mean, and people don't realize how much you work, Chris, to get to this point here, but you've been killing yourself.
Well, it's a lot of work, but we got a great staff, and we do put a lot of hours in not only preparation for the entire season, but obviously for opening night. That's the obviously it's a big night. Starts off the season, a lot of excitement. Everybody's ready to get outside, enjoy great weather, enjoy baseball, enjoy our promotions, giveaways. So it's always a stressful evening, but nonetheless it's a lot of fun. So
yeah,
we enjoy
I was
it.
going to say, normally I told the camera guy, I said, well, normally I would find Chris just standing here saying hi to people, but I've been watching you all, you're running around and everything. It's just opening day, and I didn't realize, and I got to thinking while I was watching you run around, there's a lot of work and being sure everything is coordinated right and all that, and getting people on that scheme, and once it starts going, then you can relax a little bit.
Yeah, it's once we develop our routine, and we that first night, even though we've done this for 23 years, it still can always be kind of crazy and hectic on an opening night. But we'll settle into a routine once the season gets going, and we'll work just as hard, have just as much fun, but it'll be a little bit easier.
When you talk about it, because the routine isn't playing baseball. I mean, folks, I got to tell you, if you haven't been out here, you've got to come out and experience. It's a family deal, because your job is to entertain those people sitting in the seats. The baseball is entertaining itself, America's pastime. But when you're talking about the kids and all that and the family, your job is to entertain them, and you could do it so many different ways.
That's right. In fact, I don't even know what the score is right now. I couldn't even tell you what inning we're in, so that's good. You're right. We don't focus on the scoreboard. We focus on managing the fans' experience while they're here. That means, like you said, entertaining them, making sure that they enjoy themselves, making sure that they want to come back out, and that's what we do. So I'm not worried about the scoreboard. I'm worried about the family in Section G.
Yeah, and then when you're talking about that, because I noticed, as runs were scored, Mr. Celery's back out here. I mean, and of course Rocky. We wouldn't be doing anything without Rocky Bluewinkle. So all your characters are, and the kids have come to love them over the years.
Well, Rocky Bluewinkle's the face of our franchise. In fact, we kind of joke about it, but it's so true that we want our fans to know who our mascot is and not know who our shortstop is, because our shortstop's going to change year after year. Rocky will always be our mascot. He'll always be the face of the franchise, and that's what we want kids to identify with.
Yeah, and you do it, and the nice thing about it is today it's so hard. I was looking at tickets to Disneyland, or this and that, and I'm thinking, my goodness, how in the world can you afford to take people anywhere? And then I look at the Blue Rock tickets. I mean, it's family friendly and it's very affordable.
Well, it's you're right. Our fan cost index is what you were referencing. You probably didn't even know it, but we track that, Tim. We know what it costs a family of four to get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 2 pennants of popcorn. We've got that down to the cent. It's $62. So we work hard in being able to offer that kind of entertainment at an inexpensive price, because we don't look at the Eagles and the Phillies and the Sixers as our competition. We look at any local form of entertainment. So whether that be bowling, the movies, the local school carnival, we want our pricing to be structured just like those are. So it's very important that we basically know what our competition is doing, and we're able to match that.
I never thought of it that way, because I'm thinking in my head while you said that, and I'm thinking in my head tickets and popcorn, because I've been doing just that. One of them wants pizza after we finish this interview. But you're right. You're right in that ballpark. I'm right now probably about $54, and I'm going to be spending a couple more dollars for pizza here.
You can afford it. I know what you. But yeah, no, you're right. We again, it's about keeping it inexpensive, and so it's part of our mission, part of our philosophy.
Yeah, and ticket price starting at, and I couldn't believe that, because I was telling my wife, we were talking about it, and I didn't realize how low you can come out here ticket wise.
Yeah, anywhere. General admission will cost you $6 for an adult, $4 for a kid. So that's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah. So all you single dads out there on the weekend, get your son or daughter for the weekend, $10 and you're in the park, and then you're talking about a hot dog and a soda, and you've had a good day of entertainment without costing a lot. And this is the time of year that you got to hate it, because it starts getting a little breezy and cool, and you can walk inside the shop. Now you told me I got an antique one here, but you can walk in there, and that's how I ended up with this. I came out of the opening day a couple years back and had to run in and buy a jacket, and you've got some nice souvenirs inside.
Yeah, our one of my favorite times of the year is we'll get a game in July, Tim, when it'll be unusually cold, and you'll be shocked at the number of people that we'll sell 300 sweatshirts on those nights, and so
which you love.
We do. It clears out our inventory certainly on some of those items, but that's part of the experience. Tickets, food, and the merchandise, and we offer a great variety of items, all price point from 50 cents to $300. So. If you have 50 cents in your pocket, we'll sell you a tattoo. If you got $300, we'll sell you an authentic Blue Rocks jersey. So we've got it all.
And one of my kids, for $5, you got the finger up in there, the fan finger. Yeah. And but when it comes to it, I want people to understand how much fun it is for the kids and the entertainment, because you guys do something in between every inning too. Yeah, with the games, and you get the people to participate.
Right, going back to that, that central theme of entertainment. That's what we do. We take the focus off the scoreboard. We put it on the fan and managing their experience, whether it be the giveaway, the in between inning promotions, the fireworks, the giveaways, Mr. Celery, Rocky Bluewinkle, the Donut Dog. All those things go all into creating a fun, festive, entertaining venue.
I'm going to make Chris go in and get a jacket before he's said and done with this, because that breeze picking up. We're standing out here overlooking the parking lot, not the shelter of the stadium. But a couple more things I want to cover, because one of the things that you guys do have to offer out here, if you have an outing you want to do, you can do that right here in the stadium.
Absolutely. Hospitality with companies. We've got suites. We've got picnics, diamond clubs, group outings, birthday parties.
But you have
Oh,
that, and then you have not only your season tickets, but you can buy a series of game tickets, different things. You work with people.
yeah, many plans, individual tickets, season tickets. We've got it all. So whatever form of ticket you want, whatever kind of hospitality you want, we'll customize a package if we have to for you.
Yeah, Chris, I know you're getting a little bit cold. I'm gonna let. Oh yeah, yeah, you're used to
I'm
it by
trying to
now.
with you, Tim.
Yeah, I hear you. But it's happening. The season opening, and once again, fireworks. You mentioned that. That's one of the things that's become a mainstay here, and that's when the tickets are hardest to get. So if you want to get tickets to fireworks, now be the time to purchase them.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we make it easy. You can buy tickets 24 hours a day. BlueRocks.com. You can order your specific seat. You can print the tickets at home. So we make it as easy as we can for you to buy tickets. So
Yeah, and it's all here, Chris. Thank you so much, and congratulations. I mean, yeah, you keep getting it year after year. I mean, for what you do here and what the entertainment you bring to the city of Wilmington. Thank you so much for all your efforts over the years. And I'm surprised and I'm glad that you haven't left us and gone elsewhere because you've really worked hard. And I got to say, this has got to be your home, buddy. I mean, you've done a fantastic job.
yeah, 23 years. So yeah, you're right. It has become home, and certainly thank you, Tim, for all you do. You've been a great fan and supporter of the Blue Rocks, and you're out here all the time. And we appreciate that and appreciate all the work you do and making Wilmington a great place to live.
Get your tickets to Wilmington Blue Rocks. I got to go over here because I promised him I'd do this. He's not going to know I'm going to do this right now. What do you want to go get?
Pizza.
Yeah, all right. He wants pizza now. So, Chris, we're going to get pizza and check out some more of the entertainment and everything. Thank you so much.
All right, Tim. Thank you.
If you're coming to a sporting event in the state of Delaware, you're always going to find Kevin Tressolini. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, Tim. How are you? Nice to see you.
You too. I mean, I was going to say, you've been covering the Wilmington Blue Rocks since their inception. I'm sure of that.
Yep.
We were teenagers then, Kevin.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we were. No, I was 8. I wasn't a teenager yet.
Yeah, I hear you.
I wish.
Yeah, but 22 years of this now.
Yeah, this has been a great thing to have in our community, and I've never gotten tired of coming out here. And I think it's wonderful that we have a facility like this. That this has been a great place for the state high school championship as well. Regular season games during the high school season. They haven't had any football games here for a while, but they had a few of those back in the 90s after the stadium opened. But yeah, it's been great to have a facility like this and,
this is like
and a ball
state-of-the-art.
club like this to come and see. Sure.
Yeah, and you're looking at this and you say to yourself, this is like going to the big leagues and it's a minor league team. I mean, and the one thing about it is the fans here in Wilmington, they've really stepped behind the Blue Rocks and have since they came to town. And one of the only stadiums in the minor leagues that just constantly fills up.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they've always gotten a lot of support, always been one of the top draws in minor league baseball. I think that makes some of the things that have been happening lately kind of interesting with some possible things that could happen in the future here. A makeover of the stadium, a modernization of the stadium, perhaps coming. So, these are really exciting times, I think.
Yeah, and then, of course, the Blue Rocks themselves, I mean, since they've been here, quite a few more years than not, they're out there playing for that championship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those guys who has always enjoyed watching this level, and they've had some really good teams here. I always kind of wondered why Kansas City didn't do better, because they did have some good teams here. But I would still always enjoy looking at a Kansas City Royals box score and saying, oh yeah, I remember talking to that guy when he was a Blue Rock. But it was nice to see Kansas City really finally put it together last year and win the American League pennant and go to the World Series with so many former Blue Rocks. I mean, there were almost a dozen of them out there.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I'm thinking to myself, I watched the world. I didn't even put that two together.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the fun things about watching them. And a couple of those guys were actually here last year. They'd made a real quick climb and gotten up there to help the big ball club last year. So for years I would remember guys who I had talked to here, and I'd see his name in a box score or see him on ESPN and go, yeah, I remember talking to that guy underneath the stands one night on a sunny July afternoon or a warm August night, and you always wonder how they're going to do, and very few of them make it. But it's nice to see it when they do.
You got a picture on the mound tonight. When he walked out there, I'm thinking to myself, he looks major league. What do you think of him?
For the
Blue Rocks.
Royal, yeah, for the Blue Rocks, yeah, and he's also the son of the manager of the Red Sox.
Oh, I
John
didn't know
Farrell.
that.
Yeah, so he's he's been struggling a little bit. I mean, his stats aren't great, but he seems to have great potential. He was a 6th round draft pick. He's the son of the manager of the Blue Rocks, so I think he's got some good pedigree.
Yeah, because the size and everything. I'm just looking at him. I thought to myself, I think we're going to see him in the majors here real shortly.
Yeah, it's that's one of the things, Tim, that's been really fun to watch here the last couple of years. They've really had some good pitchers come through here, and they haven't had as good offensive players, but I think maybe they'll be a little bit better in that regard this year.
Yeah, well, just that's turning my attention away from the Blue Rocks to Kevin Tressolini, because I got to say I really enjoyed reading and covering the Olympics. I mean, that had to be exciting.
Oh yeah, that's been a thrill of my career. I feel very fortunate to have done. I've done 5 of them, 3 summers and 2 winters. I've been very lucky to have done that. But I told Mike Bray this when he was Delaware's basketball coach, and I told Monte Ross this when he was he still is Delaware's basketball coach. Twice I came back from a Winter Olympics and then got to cover a Delaware basketball team go to the NCAA tournament.
We're going to send you to more Winter Olympics.
Well, yeah, but my point is it's great covering an event like the Olympics, an international event in an amazing place. But there's nothing better than seeing people and people you like in your community have the ultimate thrill. And that's what I told Mike Bray back in '98, and that's what I told Monte Ross in 2014. That's really what I get the biggest thrill out of, is seeing local athletes get that ultimate thrill.
I know you could pretty much cover any of the majors you want to, and I always see you're at high school games. You like that local community stuff.
Yeah, I really do. I kind of grew up watching high school sports and college sports up where I'm from in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I just really get a kick out of the stuff that's a little bit more community oriented and getting to know those people, because you can get to know those people.
Yeah.
And that's really what I kind of like about it.
And of course, you can catch your articles on a daily basis in the news journal. So if you're out there and everything, Kevin, it's always a pleasure to see you, and it's great to see you still wanting to be here on opening day. This is the start of the season.
It really is. Yeah, this is always a big night, and Tim, congratulations to you as well for all the the many years you've been doing this.
We've been doing it a long time.
We have, and hopefully we can keep doing it for a long time.
We'll be 22 years from now. We'll be doing it again.
I hope so. Thank
Always
you.
good. Thank you. Stay with us. Be right back.